this way black lives. So even though we've been talking about how the L shape is dead, you think that actually black has a secret move, this one, that lives. No, Bruce, if it's dead, it means it's dead. It means that there's got to be a way, and you need to find it.
Even though black, okay.
You need to think for black. Think for black. Where does black really want to play next to make eyes, to make this eye shape?
All right, T18.
Yeah, T18 looks like a very, very critical point. If you miss it and black takes it, immediately that's one eye in the corner and the second eye at S18. So that's A and B, two eyes. And if it's such a critical move, we need to prevent it. Yes, so we play T18. And also it's threatening to connect to the outside at T17. So black needs to block. And next,
Let's do S18.
and the same thing. Yes, but outside.
Okay, Q19.
Think outside first. Outside helps you a lot. Yes, this one also works, but if black plays here, we have another Seki-like situation, but this one is easier. This is just not Seki. White will Atari, and black has to connect. So it's also dead, you're right. But why make it more complicated if we can go from outside and it's more clearly dead. So black plays here, and then
Well, now white has to play at O19.
no. Oh, we haven't talked about this. Okay, so no, white has to play at S18 because if this one, then this is clearly alive.
That's the problem, yeah.
So this is the move that we need to make, and you just have to trust that those two stones that's nothing's gonna happen there. So you play here, and then when black takes, what do?
Okay, P19.
Yes, we can throw in and sacrifice a stone, and that removes the eye.
Yeah,
And
so Q19
doesn't do
doesn't
anything.
help.
Doesn't help. Yeah. After this, we just close, and it's dead. So dead. Only one eye. Again from the outside. So whenever possible, go from the outside. It simplifies the whole thing. Okay. Now a more difficult question and final question is how to live, because now you know how to kill. Just reduce it to the shape you know. But living, how can we live?
Okay, let's go to S18.
S18. Okay.
It's black's turn, right?
It is. It is. Yes. So S18.
S18.
Okay. Let me try and do this one.
Now S19.
Good. Yes, and it's alive. R19 is one eye, and I can try to play here, but you block and two eyes. Yes. So this is a good move. Yes, and that's the move that lives with this shape. Maybe not this one, because now let's see. This one looks like the same kind of key point that white took before, but how is, maybe this one? White will take this point that we just discovered, and maybe this one, this one. So this looks like a dying shape. For example, like this, like this. It's dead, right?
Yep, yep.
Yeah, so, I mean, like this, dead. And the only maybe chance that black has here is to throw in like this and begin the ko. White will take, black will look for a ko threat. If white responds, take again, ko threat, take. So this kind of ko. But this ko is less interesting than just living, so that's why not like this, but like this. Okay. Whew, all right. Let's quickly look at the other shape, which is pretty much the same, but so it's done, 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 and okay, this one. So if white wants to kill, it's the same thing. Not surprisingly, it's exactly the same idea.
So A4.
A4 kills, yeah, A4 kills. So if it's white's turn, A4, and it's the same exact shape, so whatever black does next, it works the same way. If black does this one or this one, it works. But and if black wants to live, there's a different move here that is the best one.
I think B1.
Yes, B1 is the move. Did you find it before on your own?
Yeah, but that wasn't easy.
Okay. Yes. B1 is the shape move that kind of it makes it look like A2 is the next key point for white, just like before, but now
you do B2.
B2 and alive. Yes. One eye is the captured stone, and one eye is at C2. This one. So yeah, nothing white can do. That's the move. You're right. So this is the move. A is the move for living in this shape, but B is the move for living in that shape. But killing, you can also use them for killing, but it's easier to kill by just reducing the space, reducing it to the shape we know, to the L shape.
Okay.
Okay, now next time will be an even next level of these, but I'll send them to you as homework.
Okay.
And then, but once you know this, and once you know the L, I think next level will be kind of more predictable, because now you know the secrets.
Okay.
Okay, so now I have a question to you about, wait, where is it? Yeah, so imagine we have this kind of shape, and imagine that it's right now, it's, well, suppose white just played like here, and now it's black's turn, and the question is, how should black fix this shape? Think carefully. So what should black do in a situation like this one?
Well, I'm thinking the most conservative thing would be E3.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You might be able to do E4.
Okay. Which one do you think is better, E4 or E3?
E3.
Why? because it's closer to the first line. It's safer.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, but consider this, that e4 is also 1 point bigger, right?
Right.
Okay. Any more options?
Need more options.
Because Vadim is asking you trick questions, you know?
Yes.
It has to be a trick question. It can't be a simple question.
What about D4?
What about d4? Indeed, what about d4? Yeah, d4 also works.
And I suppose F3.
Well, f3, yeah, but f3 is really boring, right? It's like
Yeah.
you're playing inside and you're still allowing this push.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
In the same way you could play this one, right? What a beautiful shape, but why?
Right. No, D4.
Okay, okay. Well, the trick in this question was that, and this is sort of the thing that now we need to learn to recognize. Because I see your game, like for example, the second game, the one that you played to the end, and everything is, there are many, many good moves there, a lot of beautiful ideas, but the the reason why both of you um, like make mistakes, it's always the same kind of mistake. It's not recognizing when you need to stop doing something locally and go look for greener pastures, go look for big things somewhere else on the board. So the trick question is that this shape is already good and it doesn't require any response here, and you don't need, technically you don't need to fix it, because even if you don't, suppose you play here somewhere else, how is white going to break through this Kema? How is white going to break through the knight's move? This way? Block.
Ah, okay. Sure. Because he needs a white stone on both sides.
Yeah, he needs something more than that. Yeah, yeah. So if this Kema was maybe even on one side, but let's imagine that this Kema is somewhere here, and white has a stone over, and like white has some stones over here, over yonder, and then now white can maybe think about playing this kind of cut and cut, and the ladder doesn't work, so black is cut into pieces. This is the middle of the board, so a knight's move is more dangerous. But that knight's move, first of all, we have a very strong string of stones here. It's a very strong group of stones. Everything is connected. It's very solid, and it's also facing the side of the board. It's facing the edge, so white cannot like do anything there. So this shape is actually quite protected, and whichever move white comes up with, for example this one, okay, cut, white cuts, and we just take it. It's taken very clearly. There's nothing white can do. You can take it this way. Same. We know this shape, right? Extend, go down, and nowhere to run. And considering how strong black is, black can even take it this way. Just take the entire corner and just assume that this E3 stone has nowhere to run. And it starts running, okay, then we just kill it. Nowhere to go. Because it can only go this way. But how? Too many black stones. Nowhere to go. So white tries to run, block. Nowhere. It's not going anywhere.
Okay.
Right? So no weakness actually. Looks like maybe it needs some protection, but actually no protection is necessary. And
so you can just play somewhere else.
you can just play somewhere else. I mean, you could also play locally, but you don't want to play it like this, so defensively, as if you're protecting the weakness when there isn't any. So, for example, this move was a move in a more interesting direction. Now you're going like protecting the corner rather than the weakness. Or, for example, this one, right? This way you're just getting the corner. You're making the corner bigger, and you're saying, no, this one doesn't exist. There's no weakness, nothing. I'm just going to take my corner. So yes, this is kind of a local tenuki. You're playing locally, but you're not actually responding to the white move. You're doing your own thing. And this is what I think a lot of these games are about. So for example, this game that was discontinued because you lost your internet. Oh, well, let me just show you the key moment in the game. So, oh, is it the game? Oh, yeah, this is the game. So, white plays here. You extend very nicely. Cut, Atari, okay. And next, what do we do?
Ah, so there it is. I don't need to protect that one.
Yeah, you don't need to protect that one because suppose we pass and how is white gonna push? Nothing. This one, cut, here, Atari. Take, so nothing there. And if nothing there, then it's a fight between the A stones and the B stones right now. So your B stones are in the center, white's A stones are in the center. So whoever controls the opponent is going to get the upper hand right now. So how can we help the B stones and attack the A stones?
Well, you could go to L7.
And that is the best move, yes. L7 is the best move. Because, wait. So we go here, and we are kind of curling around the white stones, removing one of their liberties, and if white goes this way, keep covering, and white goes here, keep covering. You see, white is completely under control. Like, white is running for dear life. White's shape is not very good, and white needs to run, but it's not clear where exactly white is running and how white is going to survive. I don't know. Then maybe we just fix the shape here, because there's a cut. There's a cut here. And we have to be careful. We just fix that cut. And that's an interesting development. Now, the black stones in the center are strengthened. No weaknesses there. And we've successfully manipulated and chased white a little bit. And now white is struggling. But in the game, see the difference. You protect, and white plays this move. And now you have only one way to save. If you want to save those stones, you have to go up, and white keeps pushing, and you go up, and go up, and now you have to go up again. So you see, now it's white under complete control of the center. White stones are like strong and free like a bird, and your stones are struggling and running for dear life. That's the difference. And that difference happened because you need to see when the shape is already good and you don't need to protect it anymore. And then you need to switch to other places. So, oh, and by the way, because this is something we talked about before, so when this happens, how do we respond?
Probably should connect at R17.
Yeah, this is not a good move. This white move is not very good because it's just it's just offering you a connection for some reason, and there's no reason not to take it. Just take it. In the same way, for example, this happens, kick, done, and then black plays here. Same, a very bad move because if you don't do it, maybe there's an invasion. But you do it now, white will gladly, happily connect, and now no invasion anymore.
Oh.
So the same thing. This corner is maybe a little bit weak, but when white plays here, connect, and it becomes stronger. But you do this one, and now how should white continue?
R17.
Yes, R17, and capture that stone, right?
Yeah.
That stone is captured. We know it. That's the capture. But unfortunately for white, white doesn't know it, and so white plays here and allows you to connect, even though this was better. This is just a capture. And this would be the punishment for playing here instead of here. Okay, let's go to the second game. And the second game is actually the same. Let me stop the recording here to break it up a little bit.